unbeaten champ, Brandon the Heartbreaker Figueroa.
Figueroa, from heartbreaker to ribbreaker,
has been on a collision course with undefeated champion, Stephen Fulton Jr.
I'm the king of the 122-pound division.
Now the electrifying unification bout fight fans have waited for is here.
Another instant classic is on the horizon.
Brandon Figueroa versus Stephen Fulton Jr. for the 122-pound unification title, live on Showtime.
DraftKings has brought their expertise to legal sports betting.
DraftKings Sportsbook is the best in the game. It's a legitimate sportsbook based right here in the U.S., so you can sleep easy knowing your funds are secure.
All new customers can wager $1 on any game of their choosing. And so long as the game doesn't end in a 0-0 tie, they will win $100 in free bets.
That's right. Bet just $1 on any basketball or football game this week, and DraftKings Sportsbook will give new customers $100 in free bets once either team scores a point.
Check it all out through DraftKings Sportsbook app. There's player props, live betting, future betting, and much more to mess around with. Jack, we got some good ones coming up this week. Blazers versus Warriors, and the scorching hot Phoenix Suns versus the Nets.
Yeah, Warriors and Blazers are going to be a good one. I think the Blazers are starting to get their footing, starting to figure out their identity, and the Warriors are one of the top teams in the league. They're playing well. Suns are balling right now, you know, and they just got Aiden back, so they rolling. But I still think the Nets are the best team in the league.
Whoa, that's a bold prediction right there.
Yes.
I don't agree with you, but let's go.
Additionally,
DraftKings is giving all new customers a shot at winning extra cash every Friday of the basketball season with their first Friday basketball promotion. Pick any player to score their first basket in any Pro Basketball Friday game and get your winnings boosted by 50% if the player sinks the first shot of the game.
Don't miss out on this week's basketball action with DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app. That's promo code SMOKE. Head to the app now to check out all the great odds and promotions DraftKings Sportsbook has to offer.
It's about to be Thanksgiving.
A time where turkey, TV, and cranberry sauce reign supreme.
Where the uncles get drunky.
Waistlines get chunky.
Everyone can enjoy some well-deserved time off.
Now, since you're giving your bellies a break,
You should give your wallet one too.
with MoneyLine,
Banking that gives you more with every swipe.
now you can earn up to $500 on every single eligible transaction with Shaken Bank
Earn up to 5% cash back.
and round up purchases to Bitcoin.
So this Thanksgiving, treat yourself to all the sweet potatoes, candied yams, and collard greens.
And treat your wallet to MoneyLine.
MoneyLine, bank, borrow, invest, and grow, all in one app.
It's like Thanksgiving for your money.
Welcome back to another edition of All the Smoke. Out here making our New York run. We got a good one today, Jack.
This has been a Detroit day.
Come on, introduce him.
You know what I'm saying? The biggest star in the world right now. Our little brother, somebody we happy to see win. Lil Meech.
What's up with the kid? Appreciate having me. What's up, bro? On All the Smoke, welcome.
No, I gotta say it on camera. Ain't too many people ever out jewelry Jack on that couch. He definitely got out jewelry today.
First day.
By a young boy, too.
Yeah, young boy. You know the young boys keep us going. So
They got to. They keep us young.
Yeah, they keep me young.
It's his time to shine.
Yeah, man.
Let's get to it, man. 2021. What's it been like for you?
Man. First, it's a pleasure to be here with two legends. Appreciate you. You already
that.
know, but 2021 has been great, you know. I get a chance to see my family story on TV right now.
Right.
And I get a chance for the world to actually get their reaction. My dad is loving it, my family's loving it. I'm loving the acting world. It was amazing, you know.
We was talking about this while we was downstairs, but, you know, with all due respect to your whole cast, they're acting and they're doing a great job. You're acting, but you're representing your legacy, your last name, your family, your pops, one to speak of. So it's different for you. Explain how it hit different for you.
Man, it's totally different. Like, this is life or death, I always tell people. Just because this, for me, is like I could never see nobody else getting the opportunity to play my dad and me not doing it, you know? Right. I could never miss that opportunity and not do good enough, I felt like. So I love 50 to death for giving me the opportunity, but he loves me more now that I showed him that I could do it, you know? And I showed him that, and my dad that, like on the line, when they get on the line, like I'm gonna do it, you know?
When the lights
I'm
come
gonna
on.
bring it. And this is not something that just cause me and my dad ain't lived the same lifestyle. Like, I had real emotions, you know, when he got taken away from me and watching my mom go through it, watch my mom cry, watch the same people that my dad take care of, not take care of my mama, not take care of us when he went away. And 50 ain't even know my daddy. So for him to come and do this is like him just showing what type of person he is. And I couldn't let that opportunity pass me by and not kill it. You know, I couldn't let nobody else get my spot, you know. I had to show my daddy and show 50 that I'm the one and that it was in me. So I'm just glad now the world able to see that. And because now I'm gonna show the world that I can not only can play my dad, I can play anybody.
Right, I'm
And that's
versatile.
what, for sure. And that's what 50 put me in acting classes for me to do, not just to play my dad. You have to learn how to be a feather in the wind, how to go anywhere the breeze wants you to go. I could play anybody, so.
But explain what he did. So explain how he put, he put you in acting classes and the process you took and learned, and because you was telling us some real dope shit before we came on camera.
Just graduated high school, 2018. My daddy called me. I went to UNLV, wanted to try, because he wanted me to try college. I went to UNLV in Vegas just to try college, even though I didn't really want to do it. So,
You sound like Jack.
for sure. So, listen, so I tried college, right? So my uncle, Rocket, my manager, he lives in Vegas. So that's why, you know, when I was out there, I was just really with him most of the time when I wasn't going to school and stuff. So one day we on his porch and he just asked me like, man, what you gonna do? Like, I know you don't want to go to college, so what you gonna do? And 50 had just, you know, announced that he was coming out with the series or whatever. And he did tell my dad that he wanted me to play him. But this, you know, after I met him too, and he called me after I met him in Atlanta and told me that he wanted me to get at the classes and play him, but it was up to me to take it serious enough, you know?
Because he couldn't just, although he wanted you, he couldn't just put you in line.
He couldn't just give me the part. He couldn't just, no matter how much he wanted me to play my dad, he can bring me to the table, but Stars, the network, they have to stamp it. They have to stamp it, you know? So, and it's better that way because I earn it, you know? It's not just somebody just giving me the job. So me doing that year and a half, I had to literally move from my mom, my whole family in Miami, go to LA and focus and lock down and not even talk to nobody for real for a year and a half because I had to find myself. Like, at first when I started acting, it wasn't just gravy, like, oh yeah, you know, it was so easy for me and it just came like that. No, I didn't understand acting. Me and my uncle, we was going to Stars for weeks and it was like, shit, I don't know, he got to keep on trying. And to me, that's what made me go harder, I feel like, because I knew that it wasn't going to be given to me because no matter how hard, even though I could have been good, the Stars might not even like me. If they might not even like how I acted. And then they could have just hired somebody else, you know? So it was always that thought in the back of my head, like, damn, I could get down to it and something could not help me get the job just because of what, you know, life is. But I feel like it changed me and made me a better person because I found myself in this, you know? And that whole year and a half, me going back and forth, just taught me that even though who my dad is, it don't matter who you is, you know, everybody, you still gotta earn it. You still gotta put in that work.
Right.
And it really showed me, like.
Once you do that, that means you're meant to stick.
For
like you
sure.
said, because it's not given to you, earned it. It's
was never given to me.
It's gonna open up a lot more doors, but we'll get to that. Go ahead, Jack.
Let's talk about your upbringing. What area did you grow up in? What was your hobbies? Did you like sports? Was you into sports growing up?
Yeah, I grew up in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, which is like 20 minutes from Miami, but I love sports. I played football in high school, all throughout high school, except
What was you like,
12th grade.
What was you
When
like,
I was running back and linebacker, I was cool.
Like,
I wasn't nice, though. I wasn't nice like that. I was cool. I was cool, though.
Yeah.
I was better at defense for sure, but I really didn't like football. I liked it a little bit, but I didn't like going to practice.
Right.
So it's like I was always doing a whole bunch of different things, you know, just trying a whole bunch of different things. But growing up, I didn't grow up in the streets, but it's like my mom's side of the family is from Miami, it's from Fort Lauderdale. They live in the hood, but it's like I only get to go over there like every Sunday when it's like a whole family gathering or whatever. My mom go out of town. I live in the suburbs, you know, so it was different. I grew up in private school. I went to private school pre-K through 7th grade and got kicked out when I started selling edibles. But it was different. Like, then when I went to public school, it's like I got to be in that kind of hood life because now I don't have the whole strict policy that the public school got.
Right.
I can leave school, and I'm getting older. My mom, flight attendant, she going back and forth. I really got a whole bunch of freedom. So it's like I'm just going to school whenever I want, doing whatever I want.
Mm-hmm.
But I was still, still make good grades. But growing up was crazy because I still had that life, and then I had the glamorous life, like my dad life, where
Mm-hmm.
I get to go to Jeezy concerts with him, and pull up
Mm-hmm.
with him, and go to all the rappers' concerts, but I'm pulling up with them, and I'm going to the club 14, 15 years old, and just the only one in the club that looked like he not supposed to be in the club.
Right.
So, it was different. Like, I had a cool upbringing. Everybody think that, oh, he just was, he had the old prestigious upbringing, silver spoon, all that. It wasn't like that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
my mom, I had to watch my mama go through it and work her job at Delta for us. Like, my daddy looked out for so many people, bro. Ain't nobody really do shit for him, like, really do shit for my mama when he got locked up. And even, it was different back then. Like, it wasn't like how everybody think it is.
Mm-hmm.
So
how old were you when your dad went to prison?
I was 6 turning 7.
Because I remember, I mean, my dad was in the streets doing his thing, and I remember a lot of stuff at a young age, obviously not to the level what your dad was doing, but what do you remember about your upbringing and when he was there?
Man, every time I remember being with my daddy, it's just like, it was just fun. I remember having a cool ass dad. Like, I remember going to Jeezy video shoots. I remember he just put me in the passenger seat of the Ferrari or the Lamb or whatever. We just go riding around.
Right.
And he me just being everywhere with him. He had me on a private jet with him since I was able to walk. Like, him, my mom, us going on a private jet, Ruth Chris on a private jet already. I still remember that. Like, like, I still remember the day my mama told me that, like, basically he went to jail, but she didn't tell me like that. She came in the room and told me, like, he going to work for a long time. And I didn't know what that meant until the next couple months. She took me and he was behind the wall, behind the glass. And I had to see him for that time. That's the only time I ever seen my daddy emotional, ever seen my daddy cry. It's like, I didn't even get to see no tear come down his face, but he just put his head down.
You felt it.
I felt it. Like, it was crazy. I still remember a lot, It wasn't like I was in the club with them, like,
No.
Like that, but I still remember my daddy coming home 7 o'clock in the morning as I'm getting ready for school. As my mom getting ready for school, he still make me pancakes and make me eggs and bacon and make me spaghetti before I go to sleep and shit like that. Like, I still remember all that. So it was different. Like, him now and me talking to him now, it's like I'm grown. Like, so but I'm still a little boy to him, because
Right, he was baby.
yeah, I'm his baby,
Right.
So and me, the whole acting thing, like, I feel like it got us closer too. Like, even though we was always talking every day, now it was different because he see I'm a man and I can handle my business. And I ain't just no bullshitter who out here trying to be in his name.
Right. He was dad to you. Obviously, you knew a little bit about what he did, but when you found out your dad is like a legend, like, how is that portraying him? And you doing a good job at it.
Yeah, when did you know my daddy, Big Meech?
Right, like, for real.
I really didn't understand until, like, I started my teenage years. Like, I started really growing up in high school, and I'm hearing the rappers say his name, the songs, and I'm going out and I'm just running into all type of different people, and they telling me what my dad did for them. Because my family still wasn't telling me as I grew up, like, your daddy is Big Meech.
No, they're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, they're not telling me none of that. So it's like, I'm only finding out how big he is from people I'm around and like stuff I see on the internet and stuff like that. So it was different. Like, I grew up not knowing who my dad was. Like, when I was in private school, I remember my homies showing me Wikipedia pages of my dad. Like, this is your daddy? I'm like,
that's crazy.
Shit like that.
That's
like,
crazy.
Like, for real. Like, I found out he was like that from private school, from somebody else showing me. So it was different,
Let's talk about, what your dad did, stepped in the game, hip-hop game, in the early 2000s, did a lot of good stuff, did some stuff probably wasn't proud of, but what are you proudest of your dad for? Because he did accomplish a lot. He ended up having to go sit down for a minute, but he did accomplish a lot, and he did do some good things, and like I said, with that came some other shit, but what are you most proud of your dad about?
Man, I'm really most proud that, like, I get to run into different people that don't even know him, and they be like, man, your daddy took care of me. Like, your daddy is the reason my kids is in college. Your daddy is the reason that I was able to buy my first car. Like, I was 16, 17 on a Magic City, and strippers coming up to me like, man, your daddy is the reason that I got this, and my son went through college, and all types of
seen it
different.
with my own eyes.
Yeah, it's crazy, like, just hearing that, like, because a lot of people like that just don't they ain't that generous to people,
Right.
you know? And I run into all type of different people that just say crazy shit that you wouldn't even expect.
Mhm.
And I'll be like, damn, like, even though he was that big and he did all that, he ain't never like act no type of way. Like, that's why I can never myself act like that, like, cause I see how he is, you know? And he always, that's one thing he talked to me about. That's why he's so blessed. I feel like even though he in jail, you know, we still blessed because the type of character he is, the type of character he has, the type of man he is, like, he always tell me, he always treat everybody the same. You'll never treat nobody different just
Right.
where they work at or how they look or something like that. Like,
So your dad is a legend in one avenue. You have a chance, if you put the work in, to start building your own resume and reach probably heights higher than your dad even got.
right.
At your age, what, you 21?
Yeah, I'm 21.
What do you think about the process? Because, you know, you already talked, we was talking downstairs about how, you know, some of the bullshit you're already running in through, but understanding that this is really different. I mean, you stay away from the sucker shit in acting, you stay away from the sucker shit on the street. So what is it like, man, kind of climbing this acting pole?
I go through this like just like I would go through anything else, because even though it's different from any type of other business, it's teaching me a way of life, because at an early age, I already have to know how to talk to people, how to turn it on and off, you know, and I feel like a lot of people don't know how to separate that reality from their job, you know? So it's different, and me doing this now, it helped me like open my eyes up and see different things, you know, different ways. So it's really like, the acting is different, you know. I definitely than music and any other thing, because the people like that you run into, it's not just, you know, like it's not just that, like, you know what I'm trying to say. It's man.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
Jack, I don't want to leave you hanging. What was your Meech story? I know, because you said you seen it firsthand. Can you share your story?
Yeah, I'm
Look at the smiles on your
yeah,
face
because
already. Yeah,
great
talk to 'em.
great memories. Shit, I was the shit at the time as well.
Right.
Magic City, the strippers were actually throwing me a birthday party. I actually was playing for the Hawks around that time.
How old were you?
I was 24.
Is this when your jersey was already hanging on the wall in there?
So when I walked in the club, they had my jersey hung up on the wall, you know what I'm saying, with a buffet in the middle of Magic. This is in the middle of Magic, so the buffet in the middle of Magic, right? Shout out to OG India and all y'all, the rest of y'all, Suge and all y'all, all the homies. And so that happened. And while I'm in there, you know, getting to enjoy myself, it really ain't no alcohol left, because Meech came in there and they done bought all the champagne, all the vodka, everything, right? So he comes over there and hands me a couple bottles of champagne and say, look, I don't know who you are, but you have to be somebody for the strippers to be throwing you a birthday party. You know what I'm saying? I met him that night. He was
Right.
You know, everything that people say about him, he was that and all. He walked in the club, showed everybody love, took care of me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he's definitely a legend in my eyes
But
as
who's the
well.
only motherfucker to have his jersey on the wall at the strip club?
Huh?
Who's the only person to have their jersey on the wall in the strip club?
I think me.
That's it.
Yeah, but my shit got retired in about 3 states. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but they
What's all the safe?
I'm just saying, I was strip club assassin. You know what I'm saying? For real, at one point.
Assassin.
Yeah,
Assassin.
but around that time in Atlanta though, the way they moved, there's never been seen before. And I don't think it could ever be duplicated. You know what I'm saying? Because not only was it flamboyant, but it was all love. They was a family, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't just one person. It was all of them looking like it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what attracted to so many people across the world that seen them, and niggas from all over in different hoods.
Right.
Because that's what they wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? So around the world, everybody fell in love with him.
So how did you feel when you got the phone call from your dad that 50 is gonna tell this story and you could possibly get the opportunity to play him?
Man, you know the funny thing is, when my daddy first told me, he was like, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, son. I do want you to play me, but shit, I don't know if you can act. And I'm like,
That's some real shit though.
it was some real shit, like, but it was crazy, like, cause he was dead ass serious. Like, he wasn't playing. He was like, I'm not just finna give you this opportunity just cause you my son. He was the same way. He was like, nigga, you gotta show me that you can earn it. So it was different. Like, when I first got the call, I didn't understand what acting was. Like, I'm thinking it's just saying lines until I get to class and my teacher telling me to imagine my mom and daddy in a casket. And I'm like,
to draw your
so this
emotions.
was, so this was acting really is. So it was just different. Like, from me getting that first phone call from him and then going to set, and it was 2 totally different things. And It was crazy, man.
Gentlemen, the holidays have come early because Manscaped, the leading men's hygiene brand, has launched their new product. All new ultra premium body wash 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. It's time to give yourself a gift of beautiful skin, hair, and keep them balls shining this holiday season. I guarantee your hygiene routine will never be the same.
The Ultra Premium Body Wash is a 16-ounce aluminum bottle with a pop top.
Oh, wow.
Infused with aloe vera and sea salt to keep your skin feeling clean, fresh, and moisturized.
I like that.
I'm talking about.
If you're gonna be using body wash, you have to make sure it's good for your skin. Manscaped uses clean, vegan, dye-free formulas scented with their authentic, refined cologne.
Their 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner has key ingredients with benefits that includes sea kelp extract that helps remove toxins while hydrating hair and scalp, coconut water to hydrate for a refreshing look and feel, and saw palmetto that helps promote hair strengthening and regeneration.
Don't forget about the Manscaped flagship product, the Lawnmower 4.0. This electric trimmer has proprietary advanced skin-safe technology so your trimmer reduces the cuts on your nuts. Boy, I've had enough accidents in a lifetime for that. It also is waterproof so you can use it in the shower.
'Tis the season to load up on Manscaped products. So get yourself, your dad, your brother, and friends the best gift of all, the Manscaped Performance Package 4.0.
Also, make sure you're feeling and smelling prepared for your little action under the mistletoe. While you're checking it out, be sure to snag the 3-pack of Ultra Premium Lip Balm to keep those kissers kissable.
Get 20% off and free shipping by going to manscaped.com/allthesmoke. That's 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com/allthesmoke. Clean up your candy cane this year with Manscaped.
'Tis the season. You had the opportunity to, this role has led to other opportunities. You're doing something with the
Zendaya.
show with Zendaya. Tell us
Yeah,
about
Euphoria.
that.
I just did, after I finished BMF, I had got a call from my agents and he wanted me to audition for Euphoria. And it was crazy because I love that show already. You know, HBO got a whole bunch of good shows and Zendaya's already Grammy-nominated actress.
Yeah, she's dope.
Yeah, she's too dope. So I actually got the chance to produce scenes with her and do scenes with Hunter Schafer and everybody else. But that show is amazing. And it's a whole nother different side of Meech that I get to show people, like, that my range, like not just, I cannot just play my dad.
Yeah, talk that shit.
Yeah, for sure, you know. So it just shows people a whole different side of Meech. Like, it's not the same Meech that you're gonna see on BMF, you know?
You're an actor.
Right, for sure.
That's what's up. Anything else you can tell us about outside of that you're working on? Any other projects?
I did a movie with Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox too, actually. After I did Euphoria, you know, that's gonna be coming out soon. And I got a couple other big things in the works right now that I'm working on. You know, me and 50 always got something for me. 50 actually made sure I got his same agent. Like, he put me with his agency.
Right.
So me and him got the same agent. So whatever movie he want to put me on, he just put me on. Like, that's how much real he is, you know.
That's love.
That's
So
you know,
tell him to put you in Free Agents. Our homeboy Deion Taylor's producer. 50's
For
doing
sure,
a
I
new
know
movie called
Deion,
Free
my
Agents.
homie too.
Yeah,
for sure.
Deion's a homie. Yeah, tell him to put you
Deion
in
the
Free
homie.
Agents.
I definitely mean Free Agents.
How accurate do you, or have you been told from family or people that you're actually playing your dad?
My grandma loves it. She loves me. She loves it. She feels like it's them all over again. She actually got to come to set. Like, we actually spent a week in Detroit and we actually got to film where my dad and uncle actually took their like first steps at and actually walked, you know, so it was different. She was on set and still remembering like being there, and she just was telling me all the time, like, it felt so real to her. But everybody else loves it. You know, my dad's brother, my dad's sister, everybody that's a part of it, they love it. They're so proud that, because 50 did it right. You know, he ain't just do it how anybody else would do it, you know, and just not involve the family for real and do it how they tell it, how they want to tell it. 50 made sure that everybody was involved, made sure that my dad talked to the writers, even from prison, made sure that everything was told correctly and how he wanted it to be told, you know. And a lot of people, you don't meet a lot of people like that in this world who genuine and really want to just tell the story how you want it to be told.
Because 50 comes from that life, though. You know what I mean? So now that he has his foot in the other space and the same shit we trying to do, now that we have our foot in certain spaces, like, we got to let the real people in to really portray us, because other people have always tried to tell our stories. Now we're able to tell our own stories.
Exactly.
But that point, talk to us about how important has 50 been in your life as a mentor, you know, a brother, and kind of showing you the ropes, because to me, he's the hottest person in TV right now.
For sure, he's a genius.
Dominating.
Man, me and 50 talk almost every day, and he's literally like my best friend, big brother, / other dad, because he literally like gives me so much game on all works of life, on everything, not even just the business. He just called me just to make sure I'm good mentally. And he makes sure that I understand this before I just jump out into it, you know? That's why he put me in acting classes and put his own money up for me, you know, to learn how to act before I could even, you know, learn how to play my dad. I had to learn how to act. So me and him got a relationship. It was not like on no business shit. Like he called me just to make sure I'm good. I called him just to make sure he good.
That's more important than anything.
For sure. So, you know, he really gave me so much game. It's like you can never hear enough from 50. He's a legend in music. He's a legend in film. So it's
Street
like, what
legend.
hasn't he done? He's a street legend.
Yeah.
Oh, nah.
He got 20-something TV shows on television. That's not never even heard of. Nobody's ever done that.
Insane.
Yeah, so.
Shout out 50. But I think we might have a real way to finally get that
I
motherfucker
was just
on the
about to
show,
say
bro.
that. While y'all was talking, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm always trying to think of something. And while y'all was putting together.
Because normally we ask at the end of the show, I'm just going to say right now, this is our connect right
It's
here.
going to be the connect.
For sure.
If Pimp C was still living, we would have had him. Because that would have been the connect. But
Yeah.
he the connect now.
Yeah. Come on now. But congratulations, you guys signed off for season 2, right?
Yes, season 2 already been greenlighted.
Okay, so you guys shooting in Atlanta?
Yeah, we shooting in Atlanta.
Jack said he want to come be an extra because he does act a little bit.
Pull up.
Come on, Jack.
Y'all need an extra. Y'all know I pull up.
You see Up right
You know that shit
Come on
natural
now.
to me too now.
Come on, yeah, right.
Hey,
for real.
That life natural to me too now.
Hey, Jack could definitely be an extra season 2. 50.
Hell yeah.
Jack, somebody. He could act too. You saw what Kevin Hart said to him.
Oh,
you act? Oh, you act?
That's nice. That's nice.
Oh, yeah?
Kevin Hart sick, man. He's an asshole, dog.
That's crazy.
Anything, obviously you can't tell us, but I mean, season 1, the finale of season 1 is coming out on the 21st. Any hints season 2 is going to get hotter?
Oh, you gotta know it's gonna get hotter just because, I mean, my daddy in BMF ran for like 20-something years, so it's so much to talk about. There's so many different things to talk about. Like, they had a whole era, their American history. So we can go on for 10, 20 seasons, I feel
I
like.
just can't wait till Lamar die. I want to kill him. In real life. Like, I want to find a character and kill him because I'm too into the show. I want to kill Lamar ass.
That's so crazy. Every time somebody see me in public, that's the first thing they say. When Lamar gonna die?
Yeah, nigga, I want to kill him right now.
Hey, but that mean he doing a good job though.
Nah, he doing a great job.
You know
dog.
what I mean? That's
for sure.
You know what be tripping me out is when you hear these dudes talking, they got these accents.
Yeah.
Like him and the dude from Snowfall.
Yep.
Right.
I'm like,
Because they really from London.
the fuck?
The people don't understand that. Eric Kofi, like, he really from London.
Right.
He's dope, though.
He don't
Hell
even talk
yeah,
like
you're
that.
doing a great job.
He dope.
Oh, he's amazing. He don't even talk like that though. Like, you know how to turn it off so good. His English too good.
So we had
He
Wood.
broke the internet recently.
Who?
You can't stop the rain.
Yeah. He broke the internet with that shit. Everybody's singing it.
Everybody.
We had Wood Harris on the show
Oh yeah.
not too long ago, and
about 2 weeks ago.
you might be too young to really know. Have you told nephew how dope Wood Harris is and the legend he is and the thing? You know, so you don't know how dope he is, huh?
Shit, I know the movies,
Bro, he's a
You on the show with a
legend,
legend,
bro.
Yeah,
Paid
sure.
in full, above the
For
rim,
sure. No,
all like,
I seen that.
like,
I seen that. That's why I told him when I first seen him, like, damn, OG, this is amazing being able
Yeah.
to do a scene with you, like,
right.
working with you. Nah, he cool, man. I mean, OG still talk. He
That's
still
what's
call
up.
me, like, for real.
Nah,
like,
Wood is a good dude.
He's
Yeah.
authentically him.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, for
what
sure.
you see is what you get with him. He ain't trying to be nothing he not.
Hell
You know
no.
what I'm saying? That's what I love about him.
Yeah, man.
Hell
Shout out
no.
Wood. Yeah, no, we literally just had him on the show, and I was just thinking, I was like, yo, that's someone good to soak game up from too, because he's literally, to me, one of the most underrated actors of our generation.
right.
Been a
No,
great
for
one.
sure. He one of my favorite actors. You know, I love Paid in Full. I watch that shit all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Butter Rim, all that.
You on the cover of XXL with Fifth and a few cast members of Power. What did that moment feel like to you? Did you ever see BMF doing so well?
Man.
Of course you're supposed to say you do, because, you know, we don't think we're going to fuck up in nothing. We think we good at everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Like, I never really could see it going this far until I start acting and until I start realizing now I could take my dad to a whole nother different side of business, a different side of life. Just from me being in the film business. You know, he want to be a director, producer one day. But just now, this legitimate business it's like, it's a one of a kind. So,
Right.
you know, it felt big and it felt amazing because now I could take care of him when he come home. You know, I literally could put him in position, you know, and and
right
start our
way.
own, the right way, start our own BMF entertainment, you know,
And tell
the
your
right
real
way.
stories.
Exactly.
But the stuff that he wanted to do, though.
Right,
You
for
know
sure.
what I'm
That's
saying?
exactly that's all he wanted to do, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Sign his own writers and producers and make his own entertainment label.
I mean, that's gonna happen. So with that said, is there a release date for Pops?
Oh, for sure. You know, it's always laws getting passed, you know, all the time. So for sure, within a few years, he should be home, you know, just
Hopefully,
like his
man.
brother just came home, Southwest T.
Right.
Shout out
Shout out
Southwest
T.
T.
For sure.
He just came home from a law that just got passed, but it's always different laws getting passed, but he don't got that much time left, you know.
Okay. Obviously, you got your foot in television with your show and Euphoria, chance to do movies. What is your, I mean, I know you're young, but what is your goal in this space?
One thing I really want to do is show the young generation, my generation, like the ones that's trying to follow their dreams and the ones that's, you know, that might got incarcerated families, that it can be done. Like, just follow your dreams and just go whatever you want to do in life. Because a lot of times, you know, we have low self-esteem, you know, just from a lot of family members might not seem like they love us, or we might not seem like we getting love or whatever, and just life itself, you know. So I feel like people just need to understand that they can do whatever they want to do. Because I had no idea of ever being an actor in life.
Right.
And when it came to me, all I had to do was put my mind to it and really want to do it, and I learned how to do it. Because even when in the beginning, when it seemed like it was hard and impossible, I still knew that, like, I was gonna do it because I couldn't, at the end of the day, I couldn't let nobody else get it.
Right.
You know, so
Right.
that's what I really want to do, though. Definitely talk to the young generation, you know, talk to the kids that got incarcerated families, and just, you know, just help out any way I can.
Yeah, got to get back.
You have tattoos on both arms. Which one of them was first and why? And any new ones you want?
I love tattoos. My daddy was first. You know, of course, I got him first.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got blood makes you related, loyalty makes you family. He the first one to tell me that, so I had to get that. And I got his face, and I got him and my mom, of course. They my backbone. Him and my mom, and I got boss of all bosses. I got so many tattoos. I got just BMF tattoo just like him.
Mm-hmm.
He told me to get it. I got BMF right here, death before. I got BMF like
Which
7
one
times.
I'm pretty sure your parents mean the most.
Yeah, for sure. My parents mean the most, for sure. My mom, you know, as I said, she was my mom and dad, you know, she had to be, but my dad was still on, you know, talking to me every day, but she had to be mom and dad physically. She was there, making sure I was good and making sure I stayed up about the bullshit, making sure I still went to school and did what I had to do. So she was, you know,
Yeah.
I love them to death.
So obviously, what your dad created with BMF, it'll always be in the history books, but you're actually representing it now. So what is the message for BMF right now, and what, you know, kind of positive direction are you steering it to?
We all positive, you know, like I said, I really want to start, you know, our own. I'm already starting it, the BMF Entertainment label, and we're gonna sign our own artists and actors and athletes. You know,
Okay.
my manager Rocket, he already got a bunch of them under our belt, so we just doing. It's a whole other way of life.
Business
you know?
side.
The business
Don't just
side,
be the
for
talent,
sure.
you got to be the owner too.
For sure, and that's what 50 always giving me game about, like, just the business part of things, you know, because he's a walking money man, you know?
50 is a killer, man, for real.
For sure. That's what I'm trying to make sure everything's set up.
And you got to think too, you got to start a lot younger than all of us did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like 50 is his, I mean, 50 been in it for a minute, but like to really get game from him and start at your age and learn the business side of it, because most people got to come up as talent for a minute, establish
sure.
yourself, pay your
Right.
dues, but
Right.
you're getting game from someone that's teaching you from the very beginning. Like,
And
you're
from
going to
the
be an
best.
owner on what you're doing too.
Yeah. And I get
So-
to learn from the best. you
Right.
know?
That's dope.
It still be fucking me up how real he is, how the nigga just called me and just talked to me for 2 hours on the phone. Nobody don't do what he do. Like,
Right.
nigga FaceTime me wherever, talk to me for 2 hours. Like, and just won't get off the phone until I want to get off the phone. Like, you can't find people like that. That's the only thing I feel like that I just be like, damn,
Lucky, right.
for real. Because you
That's
ain't,
dope.
you know.
But Jack, you had a good point earlier, right? Like all this good stuff is happening to him for all the...
Yeah,
sure.
like, and I mean, it makes all the sense to me, because like when you grow up in the street life, a lot of things happen, but you know the heart of the people you're around in your family. And like I
Right.
said, Big Meech done so much for so many people. Even though he in a predicament he's in right now, the blessing that come out of it is what's happening to his son. So all the good he done was for a reason. It wasn't for not. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And some things that he done, he had to do for his family. But at the end of the day, the benefit of it comes to his child. And that's been, and I think any father or any
That's what
parent
you
should
want.
want that.
Come on, man. That's
Right.
what
Like
you
you
want.
pay your dues for your kids.
That's
You
the
do whatever
goal.
you gotta do for
Come
your
on, man.
kids. So they can, just so they don't have to go through the things that you go through. You know what I
sure.
mean? Make it
That's
easier
the
for them.
goal.
Yeah, this is the American dream, I feel like. Like, my daddy did everything he did so I could end up here in a position now. I'm able to take care of him.
Now you got the torch.
For sure. And it's one of a lifetime, you know, so I'm just glad I'm able to do it. And I'm gonna show everybody how to do it right, though.
I love it.
You know, you cool with all the young rappers, Lil Baby, Kodak Black, all of them. 42 Dog, I seen you in this video recently.
Hell yeah.
You plan on dropping some music soon?
Nah, I ain't doing music.
Off that.
Yeah, I was trying music before I started acting, but
Go with your move.
It wasn't
I
nothing
feel
I
that.
really loved. Like, I didn't like being in the studio thinking about what I had to say. And I like being on set. I like acting. I
Yeah.
like showing people.
Do what you love. You
Shit
never
like
work a
that.
day in your
But
life.
definitely, I love music though. Me and my dad, music heads. Like, we love rap, love artists, and all the homies you see me with, you know, they all show love to BMF, and you know, I really fuck with them. Not even on the music shit, but you know, really on the personal side. You
Friends.
know? Like, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
With Lil Baby, he always shout out my daddy in BMF. You know, shout out to Lil Baby in Atlanta. Yep, 42 Doug. Shout out to 42. He always showing love too.
Let's talk a little sports. KD had you on his page. KD
Oh, yeah.
invited you to the game.
KD, my boy.
That's your team?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got a team?
Yeah, the Nets, my team.
The Nets your squad?
Just because
All right.
KD, that's my boy.
Yeah.
What's up?
Only because
Yeah.
KD, you know. But I definitely, my dad used to take me to the Heat game back when Dwayne Wade and Shaq was playing.
Okay.
We used to be courtside seats at the Heat game. That's the last time I've been to a basketball game.
Mm-hmm.
Until last time I've seen KD when they had beat Antetokounmpo them by 30.
Mm.
Yeah, I love basketball though.
Dope. Quick hitters, first thing to come to mind. Top 3 shows you binge watched.
Squid Games.
I still ain't seen. You seen Squid Games?
I can't watch that shit.
You can't watch it?
That's what everybody
Nah,
said.
you gotta
man.
watch.
Say
You
that
gotta
shit
watch
is-
it. I
that
like
shit
it.
is dope.
It's cool. I binge watched Ozark. Y'all seen Ozark?
Hell
on
yeah.
Netflix.
I fuck with Ozark.
And
Y'all need to watch Malice in the Palace.
Yeah, y'all need to check that out.
Malice in the Palace.
Have you
That's
seen
the-
that?
That's
That's the
about?
shit he was telling you
That's
downstairs
about
when they
our
fought
brawl in
the stand.
Detroit.
Oh, you. Y'all seen
Yeah.
you?
Him.
Y'all seen you? The TV
Oh,
show
you, the show.
Nah.
The show.
I
you
watched the
seen it.
first
binge
season and I
watched that.
stopped watching that. I
that
didn't
shit
watch
was
that.
cool.
I heard it's pretty.
What
Yeah.
you was talking about though? Malice in the Palace?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I gotta watch that.
the doc of our brawl Detroit.
Oh, I'm gonna watch that
Yeah.
for sure.
Check it out.
If you can go on tour with 3 artists or groups, who would it be and why? Past or present?
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely want to go on tour with Death Row and with Biggie and them just to see
Yeah,
how
boy.
both sides would be.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would want to go on tour with Michael Jackson, I say.
Ooh, he got an old soul.
Just
though.
to see how that would be, you know.
Yeah.
My homies just telling me how, because you know I don't really know
don't
too
get no
much
bigger
about
than
Michael
that,
Jackson. Yeah, I didn't really understand though. My homies was really, I swear to God, my homie Metro Boomin, the Southside, they was both. I was talking to them. They was telling me how big Michael Jackson was, how he used to have people falling out at concerts and shit. And I'm like, man, stop lying.
Mike was the
Nigga.
king.
He's showing me people dying and everything. I'm
Man,
like, man,
Mike
hell
was-
no.
Mike
Man,
was
the
the king.
motherfucker touch his hand and
Mike was the
Nigga
king.
passed.
I'm talking about he
out.
come out and show a glove or a foot and they just fall out. Like,
Crazy.
like this nigga that cold. Like,
He had the
doing that?
rhinestone glove.
I couldn't
did
believe
the
that, though.
moonwalk.
Yeah.
Man,
I couldn't believe that.
curl. He
People
used
was
to have
real.
the curl before the fire hit it.
Yeah, I
Mike
ain't know
was-
how. I really didn't
Yeah.
understand how impactful Michael Jackson
Yeah.
was. I could say like I didn't understand
'cause
how.
it was the 80s. That's what, like
Yeah.
when we was little.
Yeah,
That's
that was
how big. But he, I mean,
that was crazy though.
They turn around on the bitch and get the moon walking and then she pass out. He just get sliding off her, she just hit the floor. I was telling you that. Mike was
shit.
cold, dog.
Hey, too cold.
one album you could listen to on repeat, no skips.
The Black Album, Jay-Z.
Ooh, we getting a lot of Jay-Z the past 2 days.
That's
heavy.
old, dog. That's
It's
old.
crazy too, because I've been on Hove heavy the last like 2 or 3 weeks. Heavy. Dream actor or actress you'd like to work with at some point.
Oh yeah.
He said, "Oh yeah."
Leonardo DiCaprio,
Ooh,
Denzel,
Solid.
Idris Elba,
he's hitting the top dogs.
Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, Joe Pesci too, for sure.
If you could have one guest on our show, who would it be? But
Oh.
before you answer it, you
You
have
know.
to help us get him on the show.
Oh.
I didn't mean to say him, them on the show.
Oh,
No,
50.
him. There we
50,
go.
the biggest.
Yeah,
for sure.
we need 5 on the show,
That's
man.
it.
Got to.
You heard it.
I got you. I'm gonna get him on there.
Yes, sir.
I got you.
Appreciate you.
We
We need that
appreciate
love.
Man, I appreciate
We
you.
got a gift for you, though.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we gotta
appreciate
get
it's
for
the
you.
holiday season.
Yeah, 'cause
you know, so we got the little Manscaped box for you. Keep you
sure.
nice and trimmed up during the holiday season, man.
You know
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, no doubt,
You
man.
know what I'm saying? I know we know you're a hot boy right now, and all the ladies want you, so you gotta make sure you take care, you know, some shave to
Oh,
get you
yeah?
clean, your products keep it fresh down there.
Tell him what's in the box, though.
You know, you gotta shave a 4.0, make sure you won't have no nicks when you're shaving.
Talk to him,
All
what else?
that. You got a little ball deodorant, you know
let's
what I'm
just say
saying?
your
You got a whole
balls.
little pack, you
You
know
don't
what
want
I'm
no
saying?
musty
Just say your
ball
balls.
boys.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, chicks like fresh gangsters.
Oh,
You know what I'm
man.
talking about? Manscaped.
Okay.
Shout out,
Commercial right there.
shout out Manscaped.
Shout out Manscaped.
Yes, sir. Want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Best of luck to you, man. You got
Thank you.
a good head on your shoulders. I love talking, like I was telling Angelica, you're like an old soul. I love talking
Appreciate
to you
that,
because you're navigating this shit. I feel like you're going to win, and it's good to see when it starts and you know where you're going to go.
Thank
we
you.
But
gonna
like Red Fox say, after I done seen what I done seen, what do you expect? Straight up.
Man,
Right.
shout out to Lil Meech for coming through.
Man, shout out y'all, the
Appreciate
OGs, the
you, man.
legends.
Best of luck. Make sure
Appreciate
you
it.
check out the premiere, check out my Euphoria, all the
Yes.
other shit he has going on.
Yep.
Anybody want to shout out? Shout out Pops.
Yeah, shout out
Coming
Pop,
home
of course.
soon.
Free
Shout
Big
out
Meech.
50.
You already know,
We'll
shout out
see you
50.
on this couch soon.
Yes, sir.
Free Big Meech, free Ills.
Come
you
on
know.
now.
Shout out the Flannery family.
Shout out
Yes,
T.
Shout out BMF.
Yes.
Thank you everybody for watching the show. Appreciate
go.
it. Biggest show on earth, greatest show on earth.
Yes. That's a wrap. Showtime Basketball YouTube and the iHeart platform Black Effects. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Unbeaten champ Brandon the Heartbreaker Figueroa
Figueroa from heartbreaker to ribbreaker.
has been on a collision course with undefeated champion Stephen Fulton Jr.
I'm the king of the 122-pound division.
Now the electrifying unification bout fight fans have waited for is here.
Another instant classic is on the horizon.
Brandon Figueroa versus Stephen Fulton Jr. for the 122-pound unification title live on Showtime.